Welcome. We have a dynamic full body class today. We're going to use a small stability ball if you have it. If not, you can use a block. You can use a pillow for the instability portion. But a small stability ball is really inexpensive. You can get these on Amazon for really cheap. So I recommend getting one for your at-home movement practice. Today's class, like I said, is going to be a little bit higher energy. I think of this as like follicular phase movement for the beginning to mid-cycle, or whatever part of your cycle you feel most energized in if you like to move and train with your cycle. Let's start on our hands and knees. Knees right underneath your hips. Hands, wrists right underneath your shoulders. Feel a long line from the crown of your head to your tail. Breathe in and think of spreading the breath down, front, back, sides of your ribs, relaxing your pelvic floor. And exhale, a gathering. A powerful but controlled exhale breath out. Now keep your spine in this long line. Inhale, hinge your hips back, soften your pelvic floor. And exhale, gather through your pelvic floor, gather through your rib cage, your abdominals, pull your shoulders back over your wrists. Do that again. Soft breath in, exhale to gather. Length through your glutes, length through your tail, and exhale. Pull it through. Do that one more time. Exhale, breath out. Now cat-cow, extend your spine, lengthen your gaze, lift your tail, stretch your belly here. Stay a little bit longer. See if you can let go through the belly, let go through your abdominals. And exhale. Let's round, round, round. Feel free to come up one of the tips of your fingers to walk a little bit left and right. Make this first one really big, really luxurious. And now let's move a little quicker. Inhale, extend your whole spine. Exhale, flex, round your whole spine. Breathe in, retract your shoulder blades. Breathe out, protract, spread your shoulder blades. Come back through that long line, tuck your toes, hover your knees, pike your hips up. And walk your hands in towards your feet. Soften your knees, roll all the way up, relax your shoulders, breathe in. Exhale all the way back down. Take 4 counts to walk back out to your plank position. Take a breath and exhale in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, breathe into your back body, and exhale, roll it all the way up. Come on back down to the earth. Hands can trace the front of your legs. Walk it out. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Land your knees. Step your left foot wide. So your left foot, the whole footprint is planted, and your foot is in line with your hip bone. Now bring your opposite hand to your forehead. Inhale, rotate to the right. You might not be able to go very far. And exhale, thread your right arm through. Inhale, hand to forehead, rotate open, and exhale, thread it through. Keep your whole footprint grounded. Keep your pinky toe pressing into the ground. Exhale, big stretch through your adductor. Let's switch sides. Right foot steps out wide, wide, wide. Opposite hand, left hand comes to your forehead. Rotate open. My hips aren't allowing me to go very far, but maybe you have more space to breathe and move. And let's try to keep coaxing the hips, the mid-spine open, breath by breath. Exhale, these are some sticky parts of me. Maybe you're feeling that too. Inhale here. Exhale, reach. Press through your whole footprint. Come on back up. Come up to stand and bring your ball with you. We're gonna move right into some squats. So, higher energy class, ball in between your thighs. Reach your arms out as you lengthen your glutes, as you lengthen your tailbone back behind you. Now, arms can release down as you stand up and you feel this contraction through your glutes without overly clenching. Inhale, lengthen. Pelvic floor lengthens. Exhale. I really want you to feel this beautiful length through the back body as you come down. So you start by hinging your hips and then you bend your knees. Exhale, gather through your abdominals. Breathe in. Gentle pressure into your ball. You could use a block. You could use a pillow. Lots of options. Exhale. Your shoulders are away from your ears. No unnecessary tension through your shoulders, through your neck. Let's do 5 more. Breathe down. Breathe up. Send your breath down. Send your breath sideways. Send your breath into your back body. Big breaths. 1 more. Good, now hold it down. Hold your squat position. Whatever your squat position looks like, where you feel this nice length through your glutes. And now squeeze into your ball and release. Squeeze and release. Can you feel these quick contractions, quick flicks through your pelvic floor as well? Contract and relax. Contract and relax. Let's go 5. Breathe out. Contract, relax. 3. Try to relax in between. Soft shoulders. I need that cue myself. 1 more. Stand up. Bring your hands to your hips. Find a calf raise. Lower and lift. Think of your heels traveling straight up and straight down. So pay really close attention to where the weight is in your feet. As you lift up, do you roll more inwards, pronate in towards your big toe? Do you roll more outwards, supinating towards your pinky toe? Try to correct whatever your tendency is and lift straight up and come straight back down. Good. Plantar flexion, dorsiflexion, getting the ankles moving, inner and outer calf muscles. Let's do 6. Nice posture with your head stacked right over your ribs. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Good, my calves feel good and warm, getting some cracks and creaks through my ankles. Land your heels, squat down, arms reach out, gather and lift. Arms reach. Explore your range. Now this time, as you rise up, squeeze into your ball, like a 50% contraction, and release and lower back down. Keep that going. Every time you rise up, squeeze through your inner thighs. Your glutes will contract, but can you contract them without overly clenching? Breathe in. Exhale to squeeze. Maybe getting your heart rate up a bit here with getting these big muscles firing. Last 4. Breathing, lengthening. Really good job. We have 2. And 1. Grab your ball. Step your right foot forward, your left foot back. I guess I'm inviting a little bit of instability with my sheepskin as well. So we're going to find a lunge pattern. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to keep it or not. Yes, I am. We're going to find a lunge pattern. Reach your ball out in front of you at shoulder height. Now lower your back knee down and exhale, lift. Try to find a bit more of a hip hinge here so you can emphasize the glutes. Exhale up, inhale down. If you want to add on, you can try reaching the ball overhead as you lift back up. Breathe it down, exhale, guide it up. So really focusing on your right glute, your forward glute, driving you up to a standing position. We're gonna hold it down in 4, 3. Notice where the weight is in your front foot, so you're spreading the weight through your whole footprint. Good, now hold it in a hover, reach forward, so that you plantar flex through your back ankle and then guide yourself back. Bend your back knee and lengthen your front leg. Do that again, plantar flex. And then a little bit more dorsiflexion as you lengthen through your front hamstring. Whew, lots of endurance through your right standing leg. Feel that length. Let's do 2. We're gonna switch sides. 1, rise back up. Step your left foot forward, right leg back, ball out in front of you, lower and lift. Lower and lift. Now, if you're familiar with squats, if you're familiar with lunges, if you do these movements often and you're familiar, just think of what you can learn, what you can gain, how you can take all of the Pilates principles that I'm constantly talking about, from breath, rib cage, pelvic placement, head and cervical alignment. How can you take all of these with you into these movements? Let's do 4. Make sure you're getting that hip hinge. I'm just feeling a little bit more quadricep, but we're going for glute. So hip hinge and then lift. Hip hinge, lift. And you could have been adding in those overhead reaches as well. Now find that hover. Lean your weight forward, plantar flex through your back ankle. Now guide it back, so now your back leg bends, your front leg straightens-ish. Guide yourself forward, guide yourself backwards. Try to move in a straight line here. Soften your shoulders. Don't invite unnecessary tension to your upper traps for 2. 1 more. Exhale it back. Stand on up. Come on down onto all 4s. Whew, my heart rate is up. I am warmed up. Come onto all 4s. Bring your forearms down to the mat. Bring your left hand to your ball and then stretch your left leg back behind you. Dorsiflex your ankle, so lead with your heel. Now guide your left knee in and exhale, press away. Guide it in and exhale. Hip flexion, hip extension. You've heard it before, but your tailbone is arcing straight back behind you. Your right hip is not falling to the side. Your right hip is stabilizing you in space. Exhale. Can you get lighter on your ball? If you're shaking a lot, you're probably putting too much weight into your ball. A pillow can be great too if you don't have the ball here. Your left hand could come to a pillow. Feel so much length, 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 length as your leg reaches, and pull back in. Let's do 1 more. Now hold your leg back, plantar flex, so point through your toe, and draw a small circle about the size of your stability ball. Mobilize through your hip joint, steady and stable, quiet everywhere else. Your neck is really, really long. Draw that circle in the opposite direction. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, try to be precise with your circle. 1 more. Release. Bring both hands down. Use your exhale breath, float your knees to a hover. Front pull prep. Lower your knees back down. Exhale, hover. Let's do 5 more. Feel your armpits moving towards your ribs. Feel your ribs expand and your belly soften. Ribs gather, abdominals gather. Can you feel your serratus, these muscles wrapping around your rib cage? That's what I mean too when I'm saying, and then lats, when you hug your armpits down. 1 more. Good, now can you float your right leg, your right foot to a hover, bring it back down, exhale left. Inhale down and switch. So it's a tiny little hover, it's a tiny marching pattern. See if you can stabilize as you float the legs. You're bringing your 4 points to a 3 point, 1 more either side, pressing through your palms, pressing through your fingertips, and release. Bring the ball underneath your right hand, left forearm comes down. Let's find that hip extension. Right heel stretches back, away from you towards the back of your room. Bend in, press away. My left forearm is slightly diagonal to give me that wider base of support. lower and stretch back. So really careful that you're not hyperextending your low back. Every time you reach your leg back in space, your lumbar spine is not going to like that. Inhale here and press. If you're shaking a lot, you might need to get lighter on the ball. You could do this without the ball, right? You could tent your right fingertips if it simply feels too unstable. We have 3 more until we hold it back. Your spine is this really nice long line. 1 more. Plantar flex and draw that circle. As if someone is lengthening your femur out of your hip socket, like someone's pulling your toes even further away from you. Draw that circle in the opposite direction. Circle your right toes around. Full breath in. Complete exhale, breath out. Lower that down. Give your wrists a roll before you come back into your front pull prep. We're going to bring our ball in between our knees this time. Walk your knees a little bit further back so you're actually preparing for a full plank position. Float your legs on up. You can always come back to that quadruped 4-point position with your knees under your hips. And now just lower your knees back down. Exhale. So when I'm doing this movement, my traps love to take over. So I'm thinking armpits down, neck long, inner thighs and legs. Help, abdominals, help spread the work throughout your body. Let's do 1 more. Hold it up. Now float your right toes just a teeny tiny bit because you're still squeezing the ball. Float your left toes a teeny tiny bit. See if you can plantar flex through your ankle joint. We're going to do just 2 more either side. 1. And the other side. Lower your knees down. Give your wrists a roll. Inhale and exhale. Okay, let's find our right side body. My obliques are really feeling it from our side body work 2 days ago and abdominal series yesterday. So we're only going to do a little bit of side body work. Right forearm planted, elbow under shoulder. I have my ball underneath my right side rib, so I feel I can get that feedback of where my rib cage is in space. Now stretch your left leg away from you, pull it in, bend at your knee and your hip, and then exhale it away. So we've already done this. Now we're doing it in a different orientation to gravity. I'm going to bring my left hand to my left hip bone. More feedback, more awareness of where my body is, what my pelvis is doing. I want you to feel like you're pushing and pulling through something, like there's more resistance than air. The air does provide resistance, but I want you to imagine like you're in water, like there's more resistance here. Same motion through the hip, but we're finding different muscles because gravity is working on our body in a different way. Bend in, press away, keep hugging your right shoulder down. Keep activating through your serratus. Can you feel that lift through your right side waist? Now hold your left leg away from you, point through your toes, and draw that circle. Keep your neck long. Try to get all the bend out of your left knee. And now draw that circle in the opposite direction. For 2. For 1. And release. Bend your left knee back in. Now we're going to find some clamshells. So glue your heels together, laterally rotate, lift your top leg, open your legs up. Close your left thigh down and exhale. So we are trying to feel our deep 6, our lateral rotators. Glue the heel and exhale, peel. Our lateral rotators, they don't get enough love, I don't think. I'm learning about how they help control where our femur is in the hip socket so they hold our femur in a more efficient, more optimal position. Lower and lift. So clamshells can be a really wonderful exercise. There's tons of lateral rotation in the Pilates repertoire. Let's do 6. Then we're gonna move through some internal and external rotation. So try not to be all hip flexor right now, but bring your hand to your glute. That's where you wanna feel it. 2. Lengthen, shorten. Now, knee to knee, your heel, your foot will lift. Internally rotate and externally rotate. I've decided to plantar flex for this. Internally rotate and externally rotate. Feel this glide in your hip joint. Rotation, we've got to train rotation. Inwards, outwards. Inwards, outwards. 2. 1 more. Nicely done. Now bring your, come all the way down onto your side body. Take your bottom hand and wrap it around your top side waist. So your ear is sneaking down towards the earth. Your left hand is going to press. Your left arm is what's going to do the work here. So it's a tricep press. As you exhale, straighten your left arm and feel this rotation through your spine. Now carefully, come on back down, right hand wraps, sneak down. I like to think like I'm listening to the earth here, and exhale, gather, lift, rotate. Can you really feel your tricep and not just your trap? That's hard for me. Come on down, sneak down, control the eccentric phase, and exhale, lift, rotate. 2 more. Tricep, tricep, tricep showing up for you here. And 1. Right hand comes down to the mat. Feel this gorgeous rotation, this beautiful stretch. Swing your legs around. Ball between your knees. Fingers can face back towards your heels if that feels okay, or you can turn your fingers out, open through your chest, lift through your sternum. Exhale, reverse bridge. Lower and lift. Find a squeeze into your ball as you lift. Lengthen your glutes on the way down. Gather, press through your heels to feel your glutes. You can find a little bit more of a posterior tilt through your pelvis to really find your glutes. Lower down, lift right back up. 5. If it doesn't feel comfy through your shoulders, smaller range of motion, fingers out, or maybe this movement's not for you. 3. I've had to work to find space in my shoulder girdle for this movement. 1 more. Hold it at the top, stretch your right leg out, lower it back down, left leg reaches. You have to navigate the ball. Keep lifting. If you want your gaze to come up towards the ceiling, press, press, press through your hands. 1 more either side. Feel the obliques kick on as you stretch one leg away, and then lower your hips back down. Find your left side body. Ball underneath your rib cage. Elbow underneath your shoulder. Bend your legs in and begin to bend and press. Right hip flexes and extends. Knee folds, knee lengthens. Long neck. Your neck is an extension of the rest of your spine. Your gaze will kind of dictate what your neck is doing as well. So I catch myself looking down a lot, which is fine, it's natural. But I try to remind myself to look straight ahead. I have a tendency for my gaze to flit around, so notice what your tendencies are. Work on them. Work with them. Now it's like you're pushing and pulling through this heavy, thick fluid right now. Can you feel that? Create more resistance with just your body and the air. Let's hold our leg away from us in 3, 2. If If you're getting clicking through your hip, you can try to make it smaller. You can try lateral rotation. Now point through your toes and draw that circle. Draw that circle. Little bit of that lift through your left side waist. Breathing, lengthening. Switch directions. Really good. 2. 1 more. Try not to rock your pelvis forwards or backwards at all. Pull your leg in, glue your heels together. Lateral rotation, clamshells. Lower and lift. It helps to bring my hand to where I want to feel it, so that could be a tool. Some feedback, some sensory feedback. Keep stabilizing through your left shoulder. Find the lateral rotators on this side. Notice if they feel tighter, stronger, weaker, one side to the other. Very common. Lower and lift. 3. Breathe down. Try to initiate the exhale and then gather and lift. 2. 1. Now come all the way down. Move your ball out of the way. Your left hand is going to wrap around your top side waist. Your right hand, your right arm is what we're trying to find the work through here. So use your exhale to press, 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 triceps, triceps, triceps. Rotate, adjust the distance of your hand if you need to. Sneak down like you're listening to the ground, like there's dirt underneath you and you're listening to the critters. And come on back up. Lower, control, control, control. Ear reaches towards the earth and exhale. You could always use your other hand to help you if you don't quite have the strength for this motion yet. Really good. Just one more time here. Tricep, tricep, tricep. Left hand comes down. Gorgeous rotation. Exhale that breath out. Okay, come onto your belly. I'm prone here. Move my water. No, grab a sip of water maybe. Let's find some prone work. Breaststroke prep position. Nose just touching down, neck extensors working. Forearms, fingers down on the earth. Inhale here. Exhale to lift and lengthen. Feel your abdominals helping you lift. Create more length on your inhale and then exhale. Good, now inhale here. Exhale to lift. Press through your forearms and lower right back down. Really feel like your low spine is not moving. You're only moving as much as your mid spine allows you, so it's probably smaller than you think. Shoulder blades hugging gently towards each other as you lift. Good, now let's see what happens when we change the breath pattern to lift on the inhale and lower on the exhale. So you might have a little bit more range of motion. My legs are laterally rotated also and they're wide. That feels good for my low back. Your legs can be adducted or abducted apart. You choose. Inhale to lift and open, exhale. Lower back down with control. Let's do 3. Feel this gorgeous length. Try to get this sticky part of your spine to move. Feel your glutes and hamstrings on here. And exhale. Good, now your hands are going to come a little bit further in front of you. You're going to try to come up into a full swan. So adjust the position of your hands as needed. Retract through your scapula, through your shoulder blades, and try to feel this even extension through your spine. Now, if you cannot quite come up, just stay here. Your forearms, your elbows can walk a little bit further forward. Okay. Now, if you're here, if this feels comfortable for you, I want you to bend your elbows and exhale, press. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Triceps working really, really hard. Try not to hinge from one point in your low back. Keep feeling your legs lengthening out of your pelvis. Just 2 more. Then we're gonna do something that feels so, so good for the spine. Release it down, grab your ball. Walk myself further back in space, reach your ball out in front of you. Hands come on top of your ball. I'm going to stay laterally rotated. Now start to pull your ball in towards you as you lift through your chest into that swan position. Now roll it back out like a massage for your body. Lift up. I'm going to inhale to lift. And exhale. Just move through that at your own pace, your own range of motion, your own breath. Notice what happens to your pelvis as you lift. If you feel it really heavy in your pubic bone, you know that you're coming into that posterior tilt. If you're feeling it really heavy through your hip bones, maybe you're coming into that anterior tilt. Yes. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna do one more and walk it back out. Press yourself up, shell stretch, round your back body, breathe into your back ribs. And exhale, articulate back up, tail to head. Flip yourself around. Come onto your back, bring your ball underneath your sacrum. This is the bony triangle of your low back. You can do this with a pillow as well, like I mentioned. Now this already just feels really good for me. So just relax into what's underneath you for a breath here. Now float your right leg up to a tabletop. Okay, do we feel the way we need some abdominals for that? Try not to let your lower belly pooch out, but feel upper and lower abdominals. Bring it back down. And exhale, left leg lifts. When I say lower belly pooch, it doesn't have anything to do with belly fat. It has to do with sending pressure down and getting a bulging through the lower abdomen. That increases our pelvic floor tension. It's too much pressure down. So we want to work with that. Let's march a few more times before we make this more challenging and bring more abdominals in. Okay, right leg comes up, left leg comes up to meet it. So your legs are in tabletop. Your legs are adducted together. Now we're simply balancing here to begin. Feel adductor connection, squeeze your thighs in towards each other, point through your toes. Is it possible to hover your hands? Okay, that's super unstable for me. Exhale, see if you can hover, and inhale, you can bring them right back down. Do you feel more obliques? But does your lower belly start to pooch? Inhale, breath. Exhale, hover. 2. 1 more. Now bring your hands back down to support you. Press into your hands. Single leg stretch. Stretch your right leg away from you and then switch. You can make it like a bicycle, so your legs meet in the middle and switch. And switch. So I'm in my imprint here, and the ball feels like it's almost facilitating my imprint. Feels like a really good position for my pelvis, but so unstable, so my obliques are firing. Can you feel that? And then single leg stretch, so you're stretching your leg away from you. Let's do 4 more. Inhale, legs meet, exhale, switch. So only go as low as you can control with your extended leg. No tilting, no compression through your lumbar spine, so watch that anterior tilt. Try to find your imprint or neutral if you feel strong enough there. 1 more. Now send both legs up towards the ceiling. Straighten your legs as much as you can. I can't fully straighten mine, but as much as you can. And move into your scissor exercise. So right leg reaches away. Inhale, switch, and exhale. And exhale. Smooth, long line. Use your hands as much as you need to. Breathe here. Length through your hip flexor, and then hip flexor and abdominals work together to lift your leg back up. Good. Can you get more energy? More extension. 3. Soften your jaw, soften your shoulders. 1 more either side. And relax, pull your knees in, rest. Before we come right back into 1 more set. So float your legs up, work on your endurance, press through your hands. This time the left leg leads the way, stretch it away from you. And as you switch, add in that pulse, pulse. Inhale through center, exhale, pulse, pulse. So you go a little further, further. Inhale, exhale, and switch, and switch. So it's a little bit further with both legs, and then they meet. Can we do 3? 2 more either leg. Use your hands as much as you need to. Or if you're quite strong and you want to challenge yourself here, use your hands a little lighter. Last one. Oh, pull your knees in towards your chest. Enjoy that lift through your hips. Relax into the ball. Inhale here. And exhale, let that whole breath out. Bring your feet back down to the floor. Take the ball out. Find your plank position. So walk your knees further back, find a full plank. Imagine that that ball is in between your thighs. Now lower down for a count of 3, 2, 1, and exhale, press back up. Your knees can always be down for this. You can lower down 3, 2, 1, and press. 3 more. Inhale, so slow lower and press powerfully back up for 2, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. Last one, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. And now hold your plank here. Hold your plank, extend, float your right leg off the mat, point through your toes, and bring it back down. Left leg lifts. Feel your glutes. Feel your adductors, your obliques, every cell in your body really awake, really alive, working together. Quadriceps, serratus, triceps. 1 more either side. Pike your hips up, take a stretch, take a breath. Walk your feet in towards your hands for 4 counts. Bend over, hold this here, melt down, breathe in. And exhale, roll it on up to stand. Soften your shoulders, soften your belly. Take a breath. Let's roll down, standing roll down 1 more time. Head to tail. Inhale, big breath, wide breath in. And exhale, roll it back on up. Whew, I hope you enjoyed that higher intensity, higher sensation workout again today. Thank you for joining me of day 7 of the movement challenge.